But yeah, the stream should
And
be
it
going
also
in.
appears that this board is the board that they're going to be running. So
Yep.
just looking at it to begin with, obviously they're going to start off in Cap Kingdom like every run in this game, unless you're running a post-game category, but not seeing that today. So that'll be mostly any percent movement, except they'll probably be getting the checkpoint at the top of Cap Kingdom, just in case they need to come back later, and they could also opt to get the life apart in Cap Tower. But other than that, just going to be standard.
So far, and I'm just gonna say I don't like the look of this board because we have 6 multi-moons. Oh my god.
Hey, and you know something else that's pretty fun? This is gonna be a Snow Seaside lock. So we're gonna be seeing Snow and Seaside. However, there are some pretty good Seaside synergy. There's 5 ground pound moon Seaside and 6 ground pound moon Seaside. So always like to see that if you do end up having to go there, because you at least get value.
I think on this board there's some like sand synergy with like 24 moons showdown on the inverted pyramid, and then you could really, if you really wanted to, you could go for the multi-moon, but I don't know what other multi-moons you'd want to get if you were going for that. But I could see like the multi-moon and the 24 moons, and also College Etsy and regionals as well. They could also they could work together in an interesting way, so we might see something like that.
To be completely frank, this board is really bad.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
there's so many moon goals.
There's some good stuff, like 20 regionals lost and 30 regionals unlost, and 2 moons from keys. That's actually quite good because you can do twist and turn up, you can get a free regional square, you can also get free checkpoints in lost if you really wanted, and oh my god, these runners are synced.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. That's pretty insane.
Yeah.
I did the one.
Sorry.
I do like row 2. I think that's what you were pointing out. Row 2 is a pretty good row. I think that'll be in probably every route. There's going to be viable on this board.
You know what I really like? I like 2 moons from Deep Woods and 2 ground pound moons wooded. That is really good, actually. Like,
yeah,
you can tie that in with 2 regionals as well.
The route that I was considering is going to be all regionals in 2 kingdoms. Sorry, it's going to have that. It's going to have that one, but row 1, row 2, column 1. It's really ugly, just because the regionals do not have any synergy except for the loss. But at the same time, I'm not seeing anything else on this board that's particularly enticing. So
yeah, I mean, I think. Yeah, I do like the row 2, but if I were to do row 2, I'd probably do like row 1 as well. And then no, that's so many moons though. Like row 2, row 1, and column 1 maybe. But like 24 moons sand, I don't think I'd do like 24 moons in sand with column 2, just because there's so many extra moons, like 24 moons metro, 16 moons like, and 14 moons lost, like.
Yeah, column 2 is
pretty unlucky. Like, this board would be good if you have like 100 moons goal, but you don't have that, so I think even though like column 2 might look appealing if you're like a new runner, it can actually be really slow. So yeah, this board is actually kind of difficult to route.
Very. I 100% agree with that. There's like a whole lot of viable stuff. For example, bottom left, top right isn't by any means that bad of a column, especially if you couple it with column 4. But then you do have to get peace in one of the kingdoms, likely wooded. But then you could potentially couple that with 2 ground pound. You could potentially couple it with row 4, column 4, and then bottom left, top right. That's also not that bad, but again, the extra moves you're going to get in lake and sand are just not appealing in the slightest.
You You know what? I like top left, bottom right, column 5, and maybe column 3. Because if you do that, then you're getting your 30 regionals lost, you're getting your lost checkpoints, and then it is a snow visit, but all you're getting in snow are your regionals. Like a Captain Toad Moon if you really wanted. Like, I think you could do a lot with that route. Like, it's basically like any percent with some extra stuff in it. So I don't know. I kind of like that combination, but I don't know if it'd be really fast. So
There's looking at just this board does have quite a few potential options. I like Seaside just a little bit more in this case because there's a little bit more synergy with the ground pound moon and the sub area. But yeah, I could definitely see the snow finish as well. That one is not that bad except for the all regional coins in Two Kingdoms. But even then, you have Lost, which is not that bad.
Yeah,
And then
if you're getting 30 regionals in Lost, then you might as well get all 50. And then it's a toss-up between what other kingdom you wanted to do. Like, you're probably not snow, because 15 snow is a lot, but probably like Lake or Cascade or something. I'm probably... actually, no. I was gonna say probably Lake, because you could get the key in Lake, but there's no purples in that sub area, so that's my theory out the window. But yeah, I'm actually really interested how they route this board because
this is good.
Like
Really,
there's so many options.
One thing I do want to point out is they both made like shepherds and got the flock out of Cascade. So now they're just going to be going through getting a lot of sand purples. So potentially going for the 50 regional coin sand in column 3, row 5.
Yeah. Also, the thing about the regionals is that you have purchased 6 full costume sets on this board, so that could actually tie in well. Like if you buy costumes with like the purples, then it could really help if you don't have like a lot of coins for whatever reason. So that they might play nicely.
Very true. And the shop in Snow is also very good for just a quick visit, so that would be a good place to purchase 4 costumes with yellow coins and use the 25 regionals that you have to get another one.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's a lot of potential for this board, honestly. Like I said, I think the only thing I'd probably avoid is like column 2 and its multi-moons, so...
Aggron with a pretty nice down throw, knowing exactly where to throw Cappy. Down throw Cappy just to get those regionals. Ground pound down throw, he's not a Joy-Con user, thankfully. Just kidding.
Yeah. To be honest, Joy-Cons aren't that bad. Okay, people who hate Joy-Cons have big hands, and I don't want to hear it.
Fair enough.
Like my hands are small, alright. Also, based on like Aggron's moon count, he could be looking at like a world peace route maybe, because he only has like 4 moons at this point. So maybe that's indicating that he will do like the Harriet moon and then full peace. But we'll see. I think 6 multi-moons is a lot, because that's World Peace in one kingdom, Cascade, Lake, Night Metro, plus another multi-moon, so it's like... Oh wait, did I count Wooded? I didn't count Wooded. No. Maybe it's not that bad, but it's still World Peace in one kingdom.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
World Peace is not what you want to be doing with a Snow Seaside finish.
Yeah. But he is going over to the Shards area, which could mean IP. Well,
definitely.
He wouldn't come over here if he wasn't doing IP, I don't think.
I would agree with that assessment.
Like, even if he was doing like 24 moon sands, like this would probably be one of the last moons you'd consider, because it's kind of slow.
Yeah, I'm interested in why he's not doing IP clip. Potentially just not comfortable with it, but knowing Aggron, he's probably just playing it a little bit safer. I know he generally likes to figure out his route, and then he's really more comfortable in what he's doing. So that I guess goes for everyone as well, but still.
Yeah, I think flips is pretty hard to pull off most of the time, so maybe you just didn't want to risk losing a lot of time to it.
Also, getting World Peace in Sand, or even just the Inverted Pyramid, does help a lot with regionals, because Sand regionals are really spread out and pretty annoying to get. You have to go into sub-areas. In order to get 50, without getting Peace, I'm pretty sure you need to go into at least 2 sub-areas. Maybe not, but it would be close.
Alright, yeah. Yeah, I think Aggron really wants to play into that. See, if I was Aggron, I think he'd like row 5, column 3, and then row 1 maybe? Or like the diagonal maybe? I don't know. But like, I think he might want to play it into 24 moons, perhaps? Because I think that makes a lot of sense if you're doing World Peace.
Definitely. Aggron, I know him to go for 6 multis that often. It's not that appealing, especially with Sand Piece, that's just like as a runner, but he could be surprising us all, we don't know. This is like a very, very tough board to route, so could be doing, you have to do something that's not appealing at all to route this board.
It's interesting that Aru only went over to the Moai area for those 3 purples. Unless he also got the purples on like those stone platforms as well. So
He did.
Like 6. But he died. I think he died before getting like 1. So
Shards in the sand. Yeah. Oh, and the last one. Yes, you're right.
yeah. But yeah.
Aggron, before he enters the Inverted Pyramid, gonna need 3 more purples. Probably gonna head if he wants to get to 50 by the IP. So he's probably gonna head over to the ones behind building, or not.
Yeah. I mean, there are quite a few purples in the IP, like you have the 3 in the 2D area, which are really annoying to get, and I hate those purples.
Then you have the 3 behind, but that'll give him 6.
And you have the 3 behind Harry, yeah.
That'll give him 6, and he needs 9 more, so we're gonna be a little bit short.
Yeah, probably gonna think about the other set that
you always go for the crouch jump, dude. It might be frame perfect or something, but you just always go for it. Come on.
Aru is doing IP Club. That's interesting.
Interesting decision. Oh, he went for 1 no backflip method, just for Neo. No reason not to do backflip, in my opinion. But we'll see. Not working out for him. Come on, Aru, you got this. You got this.
Yeah.
Hold neutral.
I think I was like there in like Twitch chat when Aru was like, "Hey, how do you do IP clips?" So like, to see him doing it in a race is kind of funny to me.
Yeah, he's not getting the roll cancel off. Oh, there it is. He just got it that time and then flipped through the wall. No big deal.
Yeah.
Walls don't actually exist in this game, for all those who are wondering.
No, they don't. You're right. But yeah. I think based on Aru's moon count though, I think he's just gonna leave after Harriet. Yeah, Harriet. So. Wait, what?
Background doing showdown. Potentially going to be going for the column 3, since he's been getting a lot of regionals and just is fighting Harriet now.
Yeah. I wonder why he decided against getting the statue moon, unless I miscounted his moons or something.
If I were to guess, I'd say he's going to get a moon in the town and potentially left 3 regionals there to finish out. Not entirely sure, but that could be what he's doing.
Right, so maybe my theory of him going for like World Peace was incorrect.
He could still be going for peace. He just has too few moons.
Yeah.
Too many moves, sorry. Unless he's going for 24, which is also a viable option. There are also some fast purples in the deep underground, so that could be an option as well.
Yeah, I guess. I always forget about the hole in the desert. So both of these runners, like, actually taking similar routes so far, probably having like a similar idea with like that column 3. So it'll be interesting to see what else they decide and like when we'll see our divergence.
Well, I was right about the 3 purples in town, potentially going in here to buy an outfit. And maybe the last moon he needs will be the shop, but probably employees a little bit better, so he saves coins if he is getting the outfit, and there it is. So.
Yeah.
So will he get the shop here? Yep, just gonna get the shop now. Probably fine. Coins are fairly lenient for 6. If you buy 4, you will need 800, but not too bad.
Yeah, there's plenty of hint arts in the run in order to like buy outfits and whatever, so yeah. I don't think coins are an issue yet.
So purchase 6 full costume sets. That's in the middle of it's either gonna indicate he's doing row 3 or column 4. I'm leaning more toward row 3, unless he goes for Wooded Piece, so we'll wait and see for that. But, yeah, 24 moons Metro isn't the worst. 4 extra to any percent, since he's going to be going to Seaside if he's doing that row, is not that bad. Same with 30 regionals lost, so that seems pretty appealing.
Yeah, I don't think 24 moons Metro would be bad, especially if you paired it with something like Outfit Door Metro, which is quite easy to do. Then it'd be fine.
Oh, and then row 3, column 3, row 2, row 3. That would also be some pretty good synergy because you have 20 regionals lost and 30 regionals lost. So there's that. And then also you're going to go for Seaside ground pound moves, and 5 is not that bad since you don't need the wriggling ground pound mood, which is really annoying and out of the way. So potentially could be seeing that.
Yeah. Listen, it's gonna be definitely interesting to see the route divergence.
Aruzard. Now internet himself.
Yeah. I think it's interesting how he's a tiny bit behind. Oh, looks like he might be doing 16 moons like based on doing this notes moon.
Yeah, there are no notes moons specifically on this board, so only reason he'd be doing this is for the 16.
Yeah, so it'll be our first like change. Aggron in
Key moons.
Yeah, the keys. So yeah.
Okay, no death there. Good.
I always forget that like this is pretty much like the only key that you can like get unless you like do Metro Piece and then like TNT.
Metro Piece and TNT in this one, I believe.
Yeah.
Interesting setup for that long jump. Very risky, but making it work. Opt for that.
Yeah, so maybe if he's doing what we said, maybe he saw like that synergy with like Lost that like I saw with like the regionals and TNT, but probably not the checkpoints. Probably just in like the luck of like column 4 or row 4, which is understandable.
So finishing up with Rango, there were some pretty fast moves on his way just to the sub area, so might potentially be seeing 6 multi-moons not off the table yet, but I'm still somewhat doubtful. If he goes into Deep Woods, that'll be a little bit more telling.
Yeah, I think 6 multi-moons like we were saying, like you pretty much need to do peace in like one kingdom.
He needs
So-
either wooded or metro piece for that, and definitely not going to be
Oh,
a metro
God.
piece.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll probably have to see, but based on the fact that he didn't do it in sand makes me doubtful of it. Because, like I said, if
Knuckle
you're already
Tech is
fighting
awesome.
Harriet, then doing Knuckle Tech isn't that bad.
Knuckle attack is always bad.
Is he looking at the hint art? Yeah, should be.
Alright, there we go.
Yeah, because he can just look at the one in Wooded now and then not have to worry about that for the rest of the race.
If he's doing outfit room metro, then even metro one would be pretty in the way, but wooded probably slightly better still.
Yeah.
Honestly, leaving late at this point in the run is not that bad for a seaside finish.
Yeah, 20 minutes in. But I think it's going to be very telling to see what time Aru leaves, especially with like these extra moves that he's getting. But yeah, I think Aru's definitely looking at row 4, and then something else, but I'm not sure what it is yet.
Aggron going to the deep woods instantly, or just getting the purples maybe? Okay, he's just getting the purples. Phew. I didn't want to see a column 4 to be completely honest, but thankfully pranking me.
Yeah, what would have been interesting. 60 regionals in Wooded is quite a bit. I think it's doable, but it's like you sort of have to combine the like old route Wooded with like the new like advanced route with like to get all 60, I think.
Wooded
It
regionals
can be
compared
quite
to
hard.
in the larger kingdoms, just in general, Wooded definitely has the best regionals, like Metro versus Sand, and then Seaside. I would consider Wooded to be the ones you want to get the most, just because they're very in the way with respect to where the moves are. So they have that going for them, and then also they're not that slow in general. So some of my favorite regionals to get if I have to in like a 225 regional coin board, but Aggron probably going for the 60 in this case.
Yeah, it's interesting that you bring up like Wooded versus like Seaside, because I genuinely like consider like Seaside regionals to be better in general, because in Wooded you have like these sub areas, and Wooded's a tricky kingdom to get around. Like, yeah, I guess they're more in your way than they are in Seaside, but you sort of have to take into account that if you fight Spirit, then you lose your checkpoints and you have to basically redo the whole kingdom all over again. Whereas in Seaside, they're just sort of all there, and there's none in like any sub areas. So that's why I quite like Seaside, but of course in Bingo, you don't really do that much in Seaside. But yeah, I don't think we'd ever see anyone do like all regionals in the kingdom that has 100, just based on like it being slow.
These Rango's gonna mark Aru's final 3 moves in Road Kingdom. I'm a little concerned again because Aggron is getting Spirit really early. Could be going for the 6 multi-moves goal. Not off the table yet. Can't say. Wooded Piece is definitely the move in my opinion. It's definitely the fastest world piece to get of Sand, Wooded, and Metro. So it has that going for it, but still not exactly a goal you want to be doing that much. So
Yeah,
we'll see.
yeah. I find it interesting how in both like Sand and Wooded, he was like, alright, I'm just gonna rush to the multi-moon and then worry about all the other moons that he has to get. So I think that's an interesting routing decision. And like people may be more inclined to do what Aru just did, where he like planned it out so his final like 16th moon would be from the Rango boss fight. So yeah, it's interesting the way that different people play the game, obviously. But yeah, looks like he's gonna have to climb back up. Oh, but he's going to buy the Explorer's outfit, that's what it's called, isn't it? Before going anywhere.
He's putting it on as well.
Oh no, is he going into deep? Is he gonna... Oh no. Is he doing outfit door wooded for the Deep Woods moons? Or does he just really like the outfit?
Hey, that's always an option.
I'm scared.
BP 31 purples, let's go.
34. You see, this is the issue, right? He got 31 purples, and I don't think there'd ever be an instance where you'd get 8 purples, as in Edenite. Because they all either come in sets of 3, or there's only like one set of 4 or something. So yeah.
Let's see. It could happen for a very brief moment in sand. If you get those and you miss if you like, there's the 9 on the parasol and then the 6 above. If you miss one with the spin throw, which I've seen happen, then there's your Edenate.
Thank you, that makes me feel better. But yeah, looks like Aggron is in Deep Woods right now, and he is marking off, spoilers, the 2 moons from Deep Woods, so column 4 is looking like a possibility right now.
Yep. Can't say I'm thrilled, but if it happens, it happens. Aggron doesn't. These runners are in bracket for a reason, so just need to see what they end up deciding.
I think Outfit Door is a really interesting one to go for. It's not the one that I would do if I were to do Deep Woods. But maybe you just didn't want to capture the dino, maybe. I don't know.
It's relatively quick, but you do have to go through the outfit animation and all that, so...
Yeah, of course you have to buy the outfit. But I do agree, getting the dino can be kind of annoying. Yeah, he's just in a people leave. Which is an interesting Deep Woods route. I don't think I've ever seen anyone just go for those moons in Deep Woods.
Are you getting Nutclip purely for swag, then dropping down and opening the gate? Gotta respect it.
You know, some people just like to show off the kappa.
Hey, come on, it's worth it. Always. Swag points are very important. Not more important than winning, but if you are able to maximize your swag points while also getting a good time, that's like optimal.
You know,
I
was watching back Zimpars versus Dangers, and when I was watching it back, there was so much stuff that I missed when I was commentating. Like, he did DSS like 3 times because he failed it twice, and then he tried doing IP skip, and I just didn't pick up on it, so I think Dangers can just win this tournament based on swag, to be honest.
True.
Also, I just want to see someone do Snowdrum just once for like warp painting or like treasure chest moon or something.
It's viable. No, it's viable. I've done it in a board before. I had snow checkpoint, treasure chest moons, and snow moons, so it was definitely worth it in that case. It can happen. Hope is not lost.
Yeah, I think that would be fun. But yeah, what Ren is going to do with the piece by the looks of things. Like they said to me, it might have made more sense to do it in sand since you were already fighting Carriot, but I mean, it's whatever. Just realised the winner of this match plays Impulse. Yeah, it's like a W because you won the match, and then it's like, oh, you've got Zimpars.
Yeah, Zimpars is pretty good at this. So are all these guys, but like, yeah, Par is, of course, very known for getting into the grand finals of the previous bingo tournament, so very good at this.
Yeah, I mean, Zimpars has already been beaten like once, right? So it could happen again. So
yeah, but also
not all
that,
lost.
that could have injured the beast, causing him to practice more. You know?
Yeah, that's the true reason why I went against Dangers. No, I think it's interesting for sure. Looks like Aru's making his way through the tower. He's also not really got a lot of these moons, so
He's doing more of an any percent route while also making sure to grab some purples along the way.
Right.
Aggron has been at 60 purples for a little bit, but just now marking it off. Almost finished with Torque Drift. This will put him at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 multi-moons, and Mecha Wiggler will be his 6th.
That's spooky. I thought Aru wasn't gonna make that spirit list then.
Oh, it's very lenient, but at the same time, if you get a really bad vector, it's also incredibly easy just to miss and then feel really down about yourself. But thankfully, not happening.
I wonder what other moons he didn't get, because...
I mean, he didn't go for much, so that's part of it. And then his for the beginner any percent route, his final ones would have been Pipeway and Spirit.
Yeah.
Struggling a little bit with these purples, only at 32 right now.
Yeah, I said 60 is hard to come up with.
Yeah, you really gotta know where they are for 60 to be worth it. Yeah, Aggron probably going for Captain Toad, because he does have 1 moon left, or maybe just the bunny. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I don't know why you do Captain Toad in Wooded.
I mean, I figured he got Peace and had 1 moon left, so maybe Toad, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, what's he gonna do now? Oh, is he gonna get the purple, so yeah.
Also, Aggron does have 2 regional coin outfits so far, so in Snow or Seaside he will be able to buy, in Seaside he'll be able to buy 5, in Metro he'll be able to buy 4 with yellow coins. So assuming he has enough, then he's set for the rest. But I think he only had around 260 last time I checked, so maybe around 300 after Torque Drift, not entirely sure. But yeah. Pretty easy to get the last few he needs as well, so.
You know, I completely forgot 8 moons from Nuts was on this board, but like, you don't really have to worry about it if you do the any percent route, because you basically get 8.
With the advanced tree route, you get 11. I mean, sorry, you get 9. No, I said 11 because I was thinking about something else. So, not a problem. I'm surprised Aggron didn't look at the Hinard and Wooded. Are remarking that now. Likely going to be, spoiler alert, getting it now.
You can look at it in Snow or Seaside, like they're both relatively accessible if you go there.
And with 25 regionals in Snow, you will have to go into town anyway, and the Hinard is literally right next to there. So right next to 4 purples at the entrance of town. I did not specify what I meant. There it is.
Oh, Aru, no. He's going into deep woods for these purples, I assume.
Probably also needs ground pound moves in Wooded, unless he's going for bottom left, top right.
Listen. I keep on forgetting things are squares. I mean, that makes sense, but in that case, then he's gotten 1 moon too many. Oh, he wants a dino. Alright.
Yeah, Aggron getting a lot of regional coins so far. Some somewhat out of the way ones with the ones behind the blocks. So here's going to be his first checkpoint in Lost, likely getting 3.
Yeah, this is a pretty good checkpoint if you're getting a lot of regionals in Lost.
And he does need the Key Moon from TNT, so even more value
Yeah,
there.
also needs Glidon, yeah.
I mean, could take the Wiggler. That would stink. Hopefully he doesn't fail that enough. Definitely a back.
Could you imagine doing like the TNT setup, but like with a Wiggler? So like you do the little drum thing with the Wiggler instead of Glidon. That'd be funny.
Learning TNT.
Horse champ. Yeah, let's see.
Is that gonna break both of them? No.
Yeah.
Ari's gotten his 2 ground pound moves from Wooded as well as the 2 moves from Deep Woods, but doesn't look like he needs that square.
Yeah.
Aru also already purchasing 6 full costume sets. Probably getting... Wait, really? Dang.
Yeah, you can buy both with 60 regionals.
Yeah. And then he probably got... He only has 25 coins right now, so I probably just missed him get the other ones.
Yeah, still plenty of opportunity to buy costumes with like hint arts. Like the one in Metro in the pool is quite good, and the one also buys slots, I believe. And there is also one in Lost. Like there's a lot of opportunity to get coins. Oh my god, Aggron. Please.
Is that his 3rd checkpoint? He's close. Could be finishing up by getting the view. And then...
Wait, did he get the one outside the door?
Oh, he got the 2 that are very close to each other, not vertically. Like on the map, they're close to each other, but
Alright, maybe he has gotten 3 then.
TNT time.
Horse champ. Yeah,
interesting.
Oh,
jeez.
Conquest.
Is it going to snow?
Where's the cell?
Right. It's consistent. It's not the one that I use. I never get the dive off when I use this setup with the wall slide, but making it work, very clean first try. So that's gonna net him 2 moons from keys and also the 20 regionals lost and the 3 checkpoints. So very nicely routed by Aggron.
Yeah, all the TNT setups I've seen, like it has Glidon facing forward, so I was like, oh, I've never seen that one.
Aggron
Alright, cool. Auto-scroller kingdom. How exciting. It's funny.
Who's the most interesting boss?
I mean, we call it an auto-scroller, but there is some speed tech in there, obviously.
Yeah, at least Ruined isn't in bingo.
Yeah,
Bowser
true.
In normal bingo. Normal bingo. Alright. Aggron's gotten 3 outfits from no worries. Has gotten 3 outfits from Purple Coin, and is now sitting pretty at 600 yellow coins, as I mentioned earlier. So that's going to clean up his last few costume sets.
Shouldn't have any issues with coins. Because you can buy 3 costume sets with 600, I'm pretty sure. Oh my god, Aggron. Giving me a heart attack. had some issues with meme tree there, but got it in the end. Oh, this is an interesting way to get these purples.
Yeah, he's doing something resembling the all purple coins lost route, so good stuff there. Yeah, this is, so far, this is exactly the all purple coins lost route, except he missed one of the purples above the tree. And I'm not sure if he got the ones by TNT, but going up there now. Probably needs that moon, the key moon.
Yeah, definitely.
On the other side, Aggron going for mostly an any percent, no, purely any percent Night Metro.
Yeah,
Hopefully not to 3-cycle this match.
Yeah, there's not that much stuff in Metro on this board. Like, you have outfit doll, but that's it. And
That's
24 moves Metro, I guess, but definitely not a lot of Metro goals here, which I find like interesting.
Yeah, and this will be a 6 moon, spoilers. Bingo card spoilers. But yeah, this will make 6, and then all you gotta do in Seaside is get the Captain Todd moon, and he'll probably get oops, rip Aruzard.
Oh no, unfortunately. I think he got the checkpoint.
He did. So not the worst, but still unfortunate. Aggron with a pretty clean 2-cycle, but as I was saying, all you'll need to do in Seaside is get some Captain Toad moons, get the Captain Toad moon and the 5 ground pound moons. He's probably going to need to get Captain Toad in Metro, as I believe right now he only is at Lost. But other than that, he's looking very nice to take this one. Oh, he also needs to look at the hint art either in here in Metro or Seaside, probably Seaside.
Yeah, probably Seaside, since the one in Metro is kind of just like out of the way, I guess, whereas the one in Seaside is just sort of like right there.
Yeah, and I'm
it's
guessing
by Siberia as well, because it's by the rocket. So.
Yeah.
Oh wait, he's not going for Siberius, but still, my point stands.
Exactly.
Aru getting 30 regionals here.
And 3 checkpoints, there it is. And Aggron continuing with an any percent approach this to this day Metro. Not anymore though.
I don't know why I was thinking that he was going to get those purples, and I was like, I was going to say, I grew up missing those purples, and I was like, wait a second.
He doesn't need those.
Purples. Oh, is Aru taking the Wiggler over for TNT? Let's go. Don't get a polish champ for Wiggler TNT.
Will he dram the Wiggler though? That's the real question.
Yeah, will he dram on the Wiggler? Okay, let's see this TNT. Oh, speed ball. There you go.
Oh, looks like he's got it. Yeah, let's go, Aru. First try TNT, pretty impressive. Well done.
Yeah, really skillful TNT. Get that in the BTT, to be honest. Alright, so Aru... I guess Aru is like a few minutes behind since he has to do the entirety Night Metro, which takes like 3 minutes.
Yeah,
I think he's already made his way through the majority of Day Metro as well, so...
Yeah, all Aggron really needs... Oh, look. Hey, spin drill, let's go. Here's Todd.
Todd? Toad's younger brother? Yeah, it's actually interesting how, like, Aru is actually behind after doing, like, 16 moons late and not world peace wooded and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know. I think I prefer like Aru's route over Aggron's, but maybe his movement just hasn't been that good. But I'm not sure because I know nothing about this game. Smile.
Aggron entering Metro outfit door. Just has what's his last move gonna be? We will have to see. Well,
He'll probably get great as well.
Yeah, he's going to get people room after this, almost guaranteed. And so he has the two moves in both of those sub areas. But then he's going to be one short. So not entirely sure what his last one will be, but we will soon see. I think he missed dizzying heights in his route is probably the mistake that happened. He also blew past scoop clip. Nice.
Yeah, he did miss a lot of moves at the start of the kingdom. Maybe he didn't even do the drum move.
He did that one. Oh, I noticed that. Yeah. That one you almost always get if you're going to complete Metro. There's practically no reason not to do it. It's incredibly quick. Capture taken from Aruzard. Oh, we're gonna see a delayed scoop clip from Aggron potentially? No, shock. Oh, has fine outfits here.
Do the scoop clip.
put on the flag outfit. Let's go. Oh, what? Come on. I'm disappointed, Aggron.
Give the people what we want.
Aruzard cleaning up and kind of sketchy 2-cycle, but making it work.
Yeah, people can be quite annoying a lot of the time.
Yeah. Generally, other than fishing, it's the main point of RNG that can happen in bingo. So...
My speed game.
So Aggron, again, Seaside, as I mentioned, just has to get the 5 ground pound moons, Toad, and even pointed out the hint art as well. So likely looking at Rumble Room for his first ground pound moon, then rolling over to the hint art, grabbing that, then capturing the Gushin to get the rest of the ground pound moons. Aru, going to be working his way through mostly any percent Metro, but he does have to get 4 extra moons. So those could come from... He doesn't have enough coins for shop, unfortunately, but assuming he does the normal bullet building route, I guess advanced bullet building route, then that'll get him to 20 moons, and after people room, he can get some musicians and the wreckage moon. And then he does have to decide what his last one's going to be.
Yeah. It could be a combination of new route and old route. I like how I'm just calling everything new versus old route, because I'm just so used to like Super Metroid where they talk about new and old route, and now it's like, it's taking over my life.
I mean, it does work. That is, it's accurate.
It's accurate, but usually for SMO I'm just like, oh, advanced route versus old beginner's route or something. I don't know. But yeah, maybe it should catch on.
That will be the first ground pound moon for Aggron, and looking at the hint art, so there's that done, and now for Todd.
Yo, another one of Toad's siblings. Let's go. Yeah, I'm just doing building the best Siberia in the game.
Wow, I agree.
If you actually like this Siberia, I just want to talk. Why do you like it?
It's I like it when I get the cycle. Other than that, it's
Yeah, I think everyone has like a Siberia that they just hate, and I hate this one.
I mean, I feel like there are also sub-areas that basically everyone hates too, so you gotta have both. And then if you're the one person who likes a particular sub-area, then I'm sorry, but the consensus wins in this case, probably.
Yeah. Questions for chat. What is your least favorite sub-area? But then, what's your favorite sub-area in the game? That's the real question. Like, do you like sub-areas based on design, or like the way that you play through it?
For me, it's definitely gameplay, but of course, design's important too. So, like, I really like the Red Room, Jump, Grab, Clean, Climb, and Light Kingdom. Right now, I'd say that's my favorite, but that's because I've been on pretty much a bingo's only spree. Time for Aggron, 51:05.
Yeah, we'll talk about various Aggron's finished, so GG to Aggron. But maybe Aggron should come in for an interview and tell us about his favorite sub-area.
That'd be a good plan.
Yeah, make sure you guys follow both runners. Both pretty good at bingo. Both put on a good show for us today. So yeah, make sure you hit them up with that follow. That was a hard card. Yeah. Yeah, that hard was insanely hard to route. I don't think I've seen a card like I don't know, as hard as that. I've definitely seen bad cards, but there's always like being 3 rows that you can avoid all the bad stuff. But this card, you basically just had to pick something and run with it. You need a link, by the way, to the Discord. 1 second. I will make sure you get an invite. Hopefully. Alright, where is Aggron? Here you go. Easy. Oh, he's here. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi there.
I think that went relatively well. I definitely made a few mistakes. I'm not sure if you saw, but I forgot to purchase my costumes and lost. That was my initial plan. I left the shop early, and I was like, man, that's a hard shop to enter, so I'll give it 1 go, and then if I don't enter it, like, first try, I'm losing, and I'll just do it in Metro.
Right. I don't know.
Let's talk about this card. This was a hard card to route.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Showdown being the center square and there being 6 multi-moons on this board, I wanted to incorporate that in somehow. But there wasn't exactly a good way to do that without avoiding deep voids, unfortunately. I don't know, maybe there was if like I looked it over a little bit further. But I didn't see anything immediately, so I just committed to this, and I think overall it went pretty well.
Yeah. It was
another small regret with my route was I didn't grab the wooded coin art.
I mentioned that.
Like that was a little annoying. Like it was literally on my path and I didn't grab it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, before the behind the rock wall moon, that was a little unfortunate. Not a huge deal.
I think in general though, I played this pretty well. I don't think I made too many major routing mistakes, which is really good. No deaths as far as I can tell. I played Sand really safe. I didn't even do IP flip.
Yeah,
I noticed that.
I figured, you know, since it's a race format, and, you know, I just didn't want to risk it. You know, I wanted to make sure that I can get through to at least round 2 brackets before I start doing that.
Yeah, it's funny.
I just didn't really feel like risking that. And then, oh, let's talk about that TNT, that twist and turn up treasure. I don't know how that worked. I'm not sure if you noticed, but I taped the clip because I was like, I can't believe that worked.
Yeah, that setup was really interesting. I was like, oh,
I like that setup, and it usually works better than that. But I guess I was a little too far to the left. And that's what happens if you're a little bit too far to the left. I'm shocked that, to be honest, but I'll take it. Aaron's suggesting in chat C5, row 5, C3. See, I would do that, but Snow really isn't good on this board.
Yeah, I suggested
Snow's
doing
not good at
Snow at
all
the
on this
start.
board.
Like, I think Snow could have worked, but I think
I don't think Snow's
based on the
terrible, but
seaside objectives,
actually, I guess that's
yeah.
not too bad. Like, 24 Sam wouldn't take too much longer, considering you're getting Showdown anyway.
What I was suggesting was it's really ugly just because of all of the regional coins, but if you're comfortable with Lost APC and Cascade APC, you could do row 1, row 1, row 2, column 1. Not great, but it does have some synergy with Lost APC, and Cascade APC is not too horrible.
Yeah, look, EP, let me tell you something. If there's no total regional synergy on the board, I'm not going for APC and 2 Kingdoms.
Yeah, fair enough.
Not happening.
Are you entering his seaside sub area? This will finish up his run.
Yeah, I
I
also hate
was
this.
actually looking at Aruzard to avoid the 6 multi-moves, but I didn't think it was worth it, to be honest. I felt it would have worked much better to just work in the Showdown and then do Wooded Peace, even though it seems slow on paper. I think it actually paid off in the end, considering I was able to at least synergize my 6 multi-moves with my route.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
besides that, this was just a really tough card.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know, so seaside locked, you know, you have to choose between getting 6 multi or not doing 6 multi. There was only one snow square, which, you know, really sucks considering seaside was really dominant. But then you look at the seaside squares and the way that they're positioned, and there's like no way to like make that work either. So I just really had to like throw something together. I had my route at the beginning of Sand. I left Cascade really early, but I looked at the card and I was like, I don't need anything here except for maybe Toad. So I'm like, I'm gonna take that chance since it's only 3. And I think that was a good call since Seaside Toad is literally right on the route of 5 GPs.
Yeah,
Like,
GG's to Aru for
besides
anything
that,
now.
I don't really
Yeah.
have too much else to say about this card. It was just a really difficult card to route. I can't express that enough.
Yeah. I thought this route was going to be very interesting because I thought column 2 was just so bad because there were so many moon objectives in column 2.
Oh yeah, I was looking at C2 and like I was thinking about doing that diagonal with the 18 and the 24 since I was, you know, doing Showdown, and 18 Wake is generally okay if you know what you're doing. But like at the same time, it was like, there's no way this is worthwhile because there's not even like a total moon goal to synergize this with.
Yeah, that's
So I'm like, I'm just gonna skip that and just route really smart with the way I'm moving through the kingdoms, and I think that paid off more.
Aru,
And honestly, a 51 for this card's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that.
Hi Aru,
This was a tough card.
what did you think of this card?
Honestly, I found a route like really early on. I was mainly going off the mindset like whichever route you spend the least time in seaside in is the best route. Like that's just how I look at things, but I think that's kind of like low brain because I think just my knowledge in later game.
Half glass full, half, you know.
Yeah.
Type of situation, because yeah, even though you only did one sub area in seaside, you were getting extra moons in Lake and a few extra in Metro. And while you didn't have to do Wooded Peace, I didn't see a whole lot of synergy with your route. I was looking at your route at like the really beginning of the board. Like that was like the first route I saw, and I'm like, I could probably find something.
Yeah, that's fair. Like I think it's also because like I haven't played this game since my match against Lucid, which was weeks ago. Taking a hiatus off the game.
I've been actively doing bingo all week, so
yeah, that's fair.
I'm trying to stay in the known. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Considering my opponents in the upcoming rounds, I gotta stay really on top of things.
Yeah, definitely.
I got Team Hearts round 2 and Neo round 3. What the heck, dude? This is not in my favor.
Yeah. A lot of people didn't have a good like track against them. Like holy heck.
Yeah.
Like I think Sauce's path was like he had to beat Zimpars and then he would have been like put up against Bride Eye.
Yeah, I definitely have some tough opponents in the upcoming rounds, so I gotta
just a whole bunch of really, really good players. So
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot
Like,
of
I
good
it's especially bad. Like, Zipars and I go way back. That's gonna be a really interesting match. Like, we both literally been playing since early 2018, on and off. So, like, we're, like, super bingo veterans. He's taken more breaks than I have, but he's still very, very good at bingo. I'm kind of terrified. I've beaten him a few times in the past, but I know that he's been practicing really hard for this.
Oh yeah.
So, like, I gotta stay on top of things. Make sure that I'm not making stupid mistakes like forgetting to buy my costumes in Lost and then having to route in a Metro shop visit.
I mean, the Metro shop
stupid
isn't
stuff
that
like that.
bad because you get extra shops and you get extra costumes unlocked in.
Yeah, but
Metro.
the thing is, I bought 3 with regional coins, so I would have been able to purchase the 3 at Lost and called it a day.
Oh yeah, that's also true.
And Lost is a much faster shop than Metro,
done that.
so...
Yeah.
Especially since I needed to go up there for the 3 checkpoints and TNT, obviously, so with that in mind, that was definitely one of the stupider mistakes. I guess I could have routed my Wooded regionals a little bit better as well, but to be honest, Wooded is just such a nightmare of a kingdom in bingo that I'm just always happy if I just do everything.
Agreed.
Yeah.
It's such a hard kingdom. Especially since I had, like, Deep Woods and then Wooded Peace plus the 60 regionals. It was a lot to juggle. I think I handled it relatively well, though.
Yeah.
And I bought the Explorer's outfit because I'm like, I guess I could, you know, get the Dino and Deep Woods, but I'm like, is there really a point to do that? I might as well just put on this outfit and do outfit for Wooded. And it would have been smart if I grew the vine before I went into the door, but I didn't, because I'm a big 5-head.
Alright, well, that's
And
gonna
you
about do it.
I've pretty much said everything I had to say about this board. This was a really tough board. GG.
Yeah, GG. Played well.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. GG's to both of you. Thank you both for racing.
Of course.
But-
It's fun. I
yeah,
really enjoy this stuff. Like, this tournament has been super fun.
Definitely.
Yeah. And thank you everyone to watching. Yeah, I think there's gonna be another game coming up right in about 5 or so minutes. So if
Yeah,
you're
Turbits versus
interested to watch
WJ.
that. But yeah, look,
Car Weir an hour later. So,
Woo!
alright,
stay tuned. We
But
got
yeah,
a lot of
oh-
top matches coming up.
yeah. So follow the runners, follow us commentators if you want to. I won't complain.
You should follow them. They're nice people.
Yeah.
Alright, thanks everyone. See you all
Yeah,
next
thank
time.
you all. Thank you all so much for watching.
Alright,
See you
bye
guys.
everyone.
Bye bye.